Adrian Rodgers shares the story about a young preacher who had lived a very sinful life. He had done all kinds of things that were wrong, and then one day he was saved by God's grace. And God called him to preach. You see a parallel with the life of Paul, where Paul was living what he believed a righteous life, serving God, only to find as God approached him, explained to him, you're not actually living the way I want you to live. And we see that through Scripture. We see that where people who would say, I'm religious and I love the Lord and I'm trying to serve him, and yet they're doing it wrong. And the Spirit moves on their heart. Jesus presents the way he really wants them to serve him. So this young preacher, he now is following God's calling, and he's standing up in a pulpit and he's preaching. And someone that had known him in that past life, that life of sin, came to the service. And they grabbed a note and they sat and they wrote out on that note all the things that he had done. And they gave him the note. And at the bottom of the note it said, "Aren't you ashamed?" So that young preacher took that note and he stood up in the pulpit and he read that note. He said, I am ashamed. I am ashamed of what I was. But I'm not standing here today because of me, but I'm standing here because of who Jesus is. And as we open up and we look into our passage today, I want us to understand that Jesus does not condemn us. Our sin has already condemned us.